Hey, welcome to the channel for Manchester United versus Manchester City best 11 combined. If you're new here, subscribe to the channel, put on the notification bell. Anytime I release a video, you may be one of the first people to be notified. Please like this video and comment your best 11 combined between Manchester United versus Manchester City. Without wasting much of time, let's get into it one time. Just to begin in this video, we are going with a traditional 4-3-3 formation as the standard formation for this best 11 combined, and we are starting with their previous lineup in their last Premier League fixture, which was Sheffield United versus Manchester United and Manchester City versus Brighton. So without much talking, let's get into it. Yes, and starting with the goalkeeping aspect, we have Onana for Manchester United and we have Oterga for Manchester City. We all know Oterga is not the first choice goalkeeper for Manchester City and Onana is their first choice goalkeeper for United. And building a formidable team, I think we have to go with experience. Despite Onana this season hasn't been brilliant enough as compared to maybe Ederson. But in this video, we are going with players which were available in their last Premier League fixture. So to go with this formidable team, I'm starting with Onana in post. So our goalkeeper for this best 11 combined is Onana. Yes, and moving on to the two centre backs, which is the 4 and 5 position. For Manchester United, we have Maguire and John Evans. And for Manchester City, we have John Stones and Akanji. With these two, I think we are going with experience and physicalities and players which are on form. And looking at Maguire in their previous games, I think Maguire against Sheffield United, he was the man of the match. That means a lot. And building a formidable team, I think we have to start with him. He is the one going to play the number 5 position, and someone who to pair with him, I think I'll go with John Stones. So our two centre backs, which is the 4 and 5, is Maguire and John Stones. Moving on to the right back position, we have Dalot for Manchester United and we have Kyle Walker for Manchester City. We all know with experience there is no way you will stack Dalot over Kyle Walker. So building a formidable team, I think it's right for us to keep somebody which is on form and who is delivering on the highest level. So we are starting at the right back position. We have Kyle Walker as our right back in this best 11 combined. Yes, and moving on to the left back position, we have Lindeloff for Manchester United and we have Gvardiol for Manchester City. We all know Lindeloff is a traditional left back and Gvardiol is a centre back which has been invented to play that left back position. And building a formidable team too, we are going with somebody which is on form, which is delivering on the highest level. And looking at Lindeloff this season, I think he's good, and in this best 11 combined, I think it will be better to start with him in this best 11 combined. I know most of you would disagree to choose between Gvardiol and Lindeloff, but with me, I think we are going with Lindeloff in this best 11 combined. Yes, and moving on to the midfield number 6 position, we have Amrabat for Manchester United and we have Rodri for Manchester City. We know Rodri is a world-class player, despite Amrabat too is a good player, but if we are talking about with experience and players who have been delivering on the highest level, no one is going to choose Amrabat over Rodri. So with this best 11 combined, I think it is better for us to start with Rodri over Amrabat. So our number 6 position is Rodri over Amrabat. Yes, and moving on to the number 8 position, we have Mactominay for Manchester United and we have Bernardo for Manchester City. We all know Bernardo and Mactominay, the competition is just clear. But in their last Manchester United last 2 Premier League games, we all know Mactominay is now the super guy. He is the magic guy who makes the difference. And building a formidable team between Manchester United and Manchester City, it is best for us to go with a player who is consistent, who is delivering on the highest level on daily basis. So I think it is better for me to start with Bernardo Silva over Mactominay. Yes, and moving on to the number 10 position, we have Bruno Fernandez for Manchester United and have Julian Alvarez for Manchester City. We all know with these two players, we know Alvarez is a typical striker, he's a number 9 striker, but now playing number 10 position in place of KDB. But I mean, we know Bruno Fernandez is a world-class player and he is Manchester United captain, and he is, I mean, Manchester United at the moment. If you talk about Manchester United, you are talking about Bruno Fernandez at the moment. So to choose between Alvarez and Bruno Fernandez, this season Alvarez is giving crazy numbers. I know Bruno is performing, he's doing what he's supposed to do, but to build a formidable team, Manchester United versus Manchester City, no, I'm starting with Julian Alvarez over Bruno Fernandez based on this season, their statistics and the numbers they are giving. Yes, moving on to the left wing position, we have Antony for Manchester United and we have Phil Foden for Manchester City. We all know these two players are all world-class players, and building a formidable team, I think now we have to choose someone which is on form. Looking at Antony this season, his numbers hasn't been all that brilliant, and we can talk about Phil Foden. Phil Foden this season, despite he's not that Phil Foden that we used to know, but still he's still giving his contributions and goals. So to start and building a formidable team, I think we have to go with Phil Foden over Antony. So our best 11 combined, we are going with Phil Foden. Moving on to the right wing position, we have Marcus Rashford for Manchester United and we have Jeremy Doku for Manchester City. In any other day, if you ask me to choose between Rashford and Jeremy Doku, I will go for Rashford. But looking at Rashford this season with his numbers, so far so good, 9 games into the Premier League and he has only 1 goal contribution, a whole Marcus Rashford. So you can see his form has dipped, and with Jeremy Doku, despite he's new into the Premier League, this guy is giving the numbers, the goals and the assists. So to build a formidable team, I think the best thing to do is to stick with somebody which is on form. So we are going with Jeremy Doku in our best 11 combined, Manchester United versus Manchester City. Yes, and moving on to the center forward, which is the number 9 position, and we have Rasmus Hojlund for Manchester United and we have Erling Haaland for Manchester City. We all know this is like a father and son. Erling Haaland this season has 9 goals in 9 Premier League games. We know Erling Haaland, he's that guy. So comparing Haaland versus Haaland, there is no argument here. We are sticking straight with Erling Haaland. He will start in any of these Premier League clubs. He will be in the first 11. So we are starting with Haaland over Hojlund. So our best 11 combined between Manchester United versus Manchester City. Let me list them for you. The goalkeepers, we have Onana, and the 2 centre back we have Harry Maguire and John Stones, and the right back position we have Kyle Walker, and the left back we have Lindeloff, and our 2 pivot in the midfield we have Bernardo Silva and Rodri, and the number 10 position we have Julian Alvarez, and the number 7 position we have Phil Foden, and the number 11 position is Jeremy Doku, and the number 9 striker is Erling Haaland. These are our best 11 combined. So these are my best 11 combined between Manchester United versus Manchester City. It's a Premier League game coming on game week 10, 2023-24 Premier League campaign season. If you're new, subscribe to the channel, put on the notification bell. Anytime I release a video, you may be one of the first people to be notified. I've already released a Premier League prediction video, so after this video I want you to check it out and comment your predictions below. Without wasting much of your time, be out. What time?